Hi, Cancers. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. Today, I'm going to ask Spirit about your fairy tale love. What is coming towards you? Who is in your energy now? I do have some charms and some initials that I'll be sharing with you. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what loving messages Spirit wants you to hear today. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. This is a fully channeled message. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you want me to know? I am listening for you now. I have destiny. Ooh. The reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. Fate, destiny. It feels not necessarily somebody coming back in this lifetime, but that magical moment when we feel that I've known you forever and there's something bigger than both of us. So I think that you've got a soulmate returning, you've got a twin flame returning, or they've already returned and you're starting to identify it as such. Spirit, please share with me. I have a window, a new adventure. Love is coming. Get ready. Okay. I'll take love is coming. Maybe we just want to know. We can wait a little longer, as long as we know at some point it's on the way. Spirit, please share with me. And I have boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries and protect them. I think in today's world, that's smart. It's just a sense of being smart. Okay. Dating people and watching out for yourself and just being smart, but also making sure that a relationship is working for you, because it's not all about appeasing the other person. It's not all about making sure that somebody else is happy. It's, does this work for me? And that is something that is definitely a boundary, because if it's not working for you, you're not going to run around all over the place to just be with somebody. So part of me feels like, think it through and see it clearly. Bottom of the deck, I have charisma. You can attract anybody. Love flows to you and you radiate charisma. Boy, I love charisma. I love that feeling of somebody notices that in you, whether it's a charming personality, a charming laugh, a beautiful sense of humor, a beautiful smile. I mean, charisma and charm is kind of that, it's a essence, I guess. It's a presence also. It's somebody who's charismatic, has usually a presence about them. So they could love that about you. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? I have a 6 of Pentacles. I have a 9 of Cups. Page of Cups. And I have a Queen of Cups. It came into me as this person wants to give you so much more. That this could be a much more giving person than you've had in the past. It could be somebody who they're saying they give you their heart. Okay. And that's probably all you're asking for. That I just want somebody to love me. I want somebody who sees the real me. You're very affectionate. You're very emotional, Cancer. You do believe in yourself. You're very strong in that sense. But you also have this beautiful empathic energy always that says to people, I'm there for you. And Cancers have a tendency to love unconditionally until it hurts. So you need to be loved back. That's the bottom line. You deserve to be loved back. Bottom of the deck, I have a King of Wands and I have a Chariot. So this person wants to move forward with this connection. I love this feeling of we feel the same way. And this feels like a decision. to me. It feels like we both realize that we both want the same things. We both want to be with each other, Spirit just said, and only each other. So we could have crossed over into exclusivity. We could be crossing over into, you're my significant other, you're my partner, I'm going to call you my boyfriend, I'm going to call you my girlfriend. So we could just be entering into the next phase of this connection, but it's definitely, I feel like it's moving forward, and I feel like it's a decision. I feel like we make that decision, of course, together, that, yeah, this is working. Let's keep this going. Let's do this. Let's not see other people. Let's just keep enjoying it. I'm glad that I met you. I'm having a great time. I don't want to let this go. So I'm going to say next level. I'm going to say next level, whatever stage you're at, just a feeling of glowing up also, that I'm lighting up. I'm glowing. I'm blushing. People are noticing, they said. So people are noticing that you're happy. People are saying, what's different about you? And you're in love. And it's written all over your face, and it's written all over your, you just can't wait for that phone to ring or a text message to come in, or you just look different and act different, and you have a bounce in your step, like Tigger with a bounce. So you are falling in love, and people around you are noticing. They're like, look at you. Look at you. What the heck? What's going on? So it's cute. But you do act differently when you're falling in love. I don't know what happens, but you do. You act differently. You look different. You have like this gorgeous glow. You have this gorgeous blush on your face, male or female. I have these beautiful initials. Let's grab some initials. Let's see. Let's see if these connect to you. These could connect to you. They could be first initials, last initials, and maybe you'll get your person's letters. Let's see. I have an I. I have a Y. I have an E. Q. The letter H. I have a G. An A. I feel like I want to say the name Gigi, if that means anything to anybody. Almost like a nickname for something, like Virginia or G. I just feel like I want to say the name G. Gigi. It feels like a nickname to me. I have an O. I have a B. A. I have a R, Gabby, also. K. I. D. E. T. And another T. Okay, so those are your initials. If they connect to anybody, let me know in the description. I always like to know that I feel like we're playing bingo together, and you get a bingo because you get your person. So that always feels fun. Let's see what they want you to know. So people are noticing the sense of this person wants to give you their heart and taking it to the next level. So all is good so far. Spirit, tell me what you need me to hear today. I have clarity. I want to see into the crystal ball. I want to know. Everybody does. Everybody wants to know, is this the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with? And Spirit's saying, if you feel it, it's almost a feeling of, if you feel like you're going to, then you will. So Spirit's like, rely on your own feelings, rely on your own intuition, rely on your own projections or your own envisions, that you can envision this. So if you feel that way, then you may be well on your way to spending the rest of your life with this person. I have staying in the present, of course. Now is the moment. They want you to enjoy what's right in front of you, and they're going to always share with you, stay in the moment, and the rest will follow. That the future will unfold all on its own. You don't have to rush things. You are going to be there someday. And right now, we just want to be happy that we're with somebody who wants to take it to the next level, and that you're falling in love and they're falling in love. And Spirit's saying these feelings are mutual. So that's all we want to hear today, that it's going well. I have a journey. It is a journey. I want you to think of it as in a journey. So they're saying many adventures are ahead of you. And it is a sense of get on the boat. Don't be afraid to get on the boat. This is interesting. They're showing me the life jacket. And I said, why the life jacket, Spirit? And they said, because this person is your safety net. This person is there to save you or help you. Not that you need saving. That's not what I'm trying to say. But this person wants to make sure no harm comes to you. So they could be, here, put on your life jacket, and they buckle you in. And they're like, okay, now I can take a deep breath because I know that you have your life jacket on. And now I'm going to put my life jacket on. But it was a feeling of, I want to take care of you, and I just want to keep you safe. So that felt nice, the life jacket. That felt good. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have? I have a Hierophant. I have a Two of Cups. I have a Knight of Cups. Wow. And I have a Hangman. This was divinely sent, was the first thing they said to me. The second thing was, you have waited a long time for this. And again, staying in the moment, because they want you to enjoy it finally. And they want you to know it's real, they're saying. And they want you to know it's precious, is the word they just said to me. You could be precious. I'll take precious. Thank you, Spirit. I have to write these words down sometimes because they're not my words. And I have to remember what Spirit just said. It's like, that's not something I walk around saying very often. So they see you as you're precious, and they see you as, this is God sent, and you've waited for this. And I'm going to say a romance of a lifetime. I am. I'm going to say it could be the person that you fall head over heels in love with. I've never been this in love with anybody. I'm crazy in love with you. And that's good. That feels beautiful to me. They're also saying it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what ages you are. So there could be an age difference on either side. There's a sense of it doesn't matter. Maybe it's something that we talk about. So I do feel like if there's any kind of wrench that comes up, it could be they're older than you and you're concerned that they're too much older than you. But I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling that you're perfect for each other. So I wouldn't worry about if there is an age difference. They're saying 3 of Wands. We're both thinking about the future. We both can see the future. So you could be even talking about that. You could be saying, I can see myself with you. I can see us doing this, this, this. If everything keeps working out, I see a future with you. I only want to be with you. So taking it to the next level. Gorgeous. Spirit, please share with me. I have military. Could be military, uniforms. I also want to say somebody who is regimented. Somebody, like when I think of somebody who's in the military, they've got that routine. They've got that. They had to listen to orders. And so this could be somebody who has a very regiment routine also, where they are they get up at the same time, they eat breakfast, work out, take a shower, get to work. You know, like they are on a schedule. So this is somebody who, like, I just feel like it's boom, 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 boom. So it's somebody who's very regimented. It could be somebody in a uniform, but it came into me more as that routine. I have a Cancer. I have a cup of coffee. Start my day. I'm going to say this person can't have a conversation in the morning until they've had their coffee. They're not one to wake up, hit the floor, and start talking. They're one that kind of moses in. They are on that schedule, and the coffee is like first thing, like, let me get this going. It kind of wakes them up. They check their email, they check their phone, they go exercise, they take a shower. I'm going to say this person needs at least an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to themselves. They're just used to that quiet time in the morning. They could get up really, really early just to have that quiet time for themselves. It's like their special time of the day. And I'm definitely going to say a black coffee drinker, that it's like straight up, straight up coffee. And don't talk to me until I've had my cup of coffee. I have winter time. We could have met in the winter. I have an exotic island. I want to take you away. That feels like a trip planning. I have a ladybug. I feel lucky. I'm looking for ladybugs. I see ladybugs. Could be a sign coming. And I have a Pisces energy also. Nightclub life. Let's go out. This person might like to go out later at night. Not necessarily a dancing club, but they could be somebody who likes to eat dinner later. If they're going to make reservations for dinner, they don't go out at 5:30. They go out at 7:30, 8 o'clock. They like to be out later at night. So they could be a night person. Maybe that's why they need their coffee. They get up early. Okay. Spirit's like, they get up early, but they stay up late. Spirit, please share with me. They don't get enough sleep, Spirit says. I have a thief. Stealing your heart. Stealing your heart. I don't think they're doing anything wrong. I feel like they capture your heart. Maybe deep down inside, that's all they've been thinking about is, how do I get you to fall in love with me? And they put a lot of effort into it. I have the divine masculine, dynamic, innovative, powerful, compassionate, a grounded energy. Gorgeous. I have Romeo, seducer, Prince Charming. I'm mesmerized by you. They just said soft lips to me. I almost feel like it's something that they say to you. You have such soft lips. I feel like I love your lips. So you have soft lips. They just love kissing you. So that was nice. I have a caretaker. They're compassionate to other people. They could be a father already. You can see the love that they share for others. And just this incredible sense of, I want you in my life. I will say that. I'm not going to say like, I want you physically, like that's their motive. It's like, I want you in my life. I want you to be here with me for everything. And yeah, the physical could be a bonus, but I don't feel like that's something that's a priority. I feel like it's, I want you in my life for so many other reasons. Spirit, please share with me, what sign could they be? I have Sagittarius, very optimistic. I have a Capricorn, ambitious. I have a Leo, very confident, loyal, creative. I have Gemini, strong. Okay. I have curious about everything. And I have a Libra. There's a sense of fairness to this person. There's a sense of balance to this person. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. I have some beautiful charms today. I'm going to get a scoop. Let me zoom in so we can get a better look. And I have this beautiful bowl, big bunny bowl for Easter. And I have a lot. I've been adding a bunch of charms. There's like 100 pounds of charms. Look at all the charms in here. It's crazy. I've been adding charms like crazy to my bowls. I keep ordering different things that I see. I'm like, ooh, those are fun. I want those. Okay, let's see what we have. Let's see if we have letters or signs. I like to do those first. Okay, I have the letter C. I have an H. And what is this? All right, let me turn over my little choices here. Okay. All right. All right, the first thing that's coming into me, I'm going to go all the way over here with this Christmas tree. I have a Christmas tree and I have a scarf. So I feel like I live somewhere that it's actually cool weather around the holidays, and I get bundled up, and maybe it even snows where we live, or I love that feeling of being bundled up in that crisp air, and I want like a winter wonderland at Christmas time. So I feel like this person loves the winter. They maybe grew up around snow, snowmobiling just came in, skiing, all the winter sports. So this person could love winter sports, skiing, hockey. They could have played hockey when they were younger, feel like ice skating. So there's something about winter and winter sports around this connection that feels good. I have a I love you. That is the crossover. Here's the lips. Look at these big lips. I love your soft lips. I love your lips. Okay. It could be as simple as that. I just love to kiss you, but I love your lips and I want to kiss you. So that feels good to me. I'm going to put this polar bear up here with the snow because it felt like woods to me, just like there's bears in the woods. We could live somewhere near the mountains, or I love the mountains. Maybe I go to ski areas, or I rent a cabin, in the winter time at the mountains. Almost this feeling of having like a Poconos house or Poconos trip for those of you that are in that area. All right, I have a lotus flower and I have a fish. This is coming into me as a fish pond, but it's almost a feeling of a place that we went, that it could be like a hotel that has an outside area, patio that had a fish pond and a fountain with flowers, like lilies floating. And I feel like it's a wishing pond. I feel like there was something that we did together. We threw coins in the pond, and it could have been very early on in our relationship that we did this. It could have been somewhere where we went out to dinner. But I'm going to say we made a wish. I'm going to say that we each threw a coin in the pond, and the wish was probably, I hope this lasts. I hope this is somebody I'm going to end up with. And I feel like it's, when you do end up with this person, you're going to look back at that wish and you're going to remember it. You're going to say, I wished for this. And I'm glad I did. But it feels like I threw a coin in a pond and made a wish. Penny, a dime, doesn't matter. Okay. I have, what is this little baby charm? I love to dance. Okay. Somebody who loves to dance. All right. They could love to dance. I do have this Libra energy again with this scale of justice, but I also have some diamond rings. So I'm going to put those together. I have 2 diamond rings. So it could be a second marriage. I'm going to say it that way. Or they could have been engaged with somebody, but they never married them. They called off the engagement, and this is their second engagement, or it could be your second engagement, something like that, with those 2 diamond rings coming in. So I will just say possibly another engagement for somebody. That feels nice. I have, this looks like a, do you remember those? I don't even know what they were years ago. They were like mirrors or something, and you'd shake them and the sand would change forms, and it was like a magic mirror or something. Like, that's how it came into me. It was almost it had movement. It had movement. So I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Sand in an hourglass, time. It just had like this magnetic movement. Maybe that's what they want to say. It's magnetic. You remember the toy years ago that it was like a screen, and it was like a doodle pad, and it had the stick, and you take the stick and you could draw the little magnet pieces all over the place. For some reason, that charm came into me as movement, like sand in an hourglass. So time is of an essence, that we have all the time in the world, but things are moving, and things are moving in the right direction. Okay, so I have a little moon. I'm going to put that over here for a second. I have a beach. What is this guy? Okay, I have a beach and a moon. They're sitting in Adirondack chairs. They're sitting in beach chairs with a umbrella, but I feel like I'm sitting in beach chairs with an umbrella at night, and I'm looking at the moon. And I have a cup of coffee, and I'm going to put the cup of coffee with that, because it could be somebody who, maybe it's decaf coffee, but it could be somebody who, I drink coffee at night. So it could be somebody who likes to have a cup of coffee after dinner, likes to go and sit in the evenings and look at the moon. Let's go sit outside and listen to the crickets. Let's go listen to the birds. And somebody likes to sit outside at night as well, like after the sun goes down, because the sun might be too hot for them. But I'm going to say somebody who enjoys just being outside, and takes their nightly drink out there, might take their phone out there, their laptop out there, and, hey, let's just go look at the moon. It's supposed to be almost a full moon tonight, something like that. So we do it together. They're saying you sit kind of quietly. You don't even necessarily have to have a conversation. You just like to listen to nature is how I feel. And that feels comforting. It feels really nice. It feels like, hey, I'm perfectly happy just sitting here listening to crickets, like whatever is out there in the woods. I have they're saying car alarms. They're saying some of you hear car alarms. That's funny. All right. So some of you, maybe it's a porch, maybe it's a patio, maybe it's a balcony, but I like to sit outside. So some of you, if you're in a city or an apartment, maybe you do hear car alarms or fire trucks, they're saying. Okay. I've got a cheerleader. That feels more like you've got somebody who cheers you on. Okay. You've got somebody who supports you, loves you, believes in you, and is going to be your cheerleader. And then I have, what is this little guy? This is a little person. It looks like I have a little baseball cap on. They're saying my little buddy. Okay, my little buddy. It could be a child. Like, I don't feel like it's an infant. It could be like a 10, 11, 12. year old. It could be a niece or nephew, or it could be a child of either one of you, grandchild, but I feel like it's a nickname. I feel like I want to say, this is my little bud. This is my little buddy. It's a push if it's a little brother, but the age difference would be too great. But it just feels like this is my, I mean, do I call this person by their real name? I don't think so. I think I have a nickname for this little kid. Like, hey, bud, hey, buddy, what's up? So I just feel like, it's a young preteen energy around this, that possibly plays sports, that plays baseball, wears a baseball cap, plays some kind of sport that softball, baseball, that I would wear a hat. So that feels like that is around this energy. So here is the charms. I love to kiss your lips. How's that? I love to kiss your lips. And let's see what else they're saying, what else they want you to know about this connection. Feels good. It does. It feels good. If it's not in your life right yet, then just keep manifesting with me. Just we're going to put this out into the universe. This is the kind of love that you deserve. We're looking for some of the things that you liked about it. Not everything's going to connect to you, of course, but we're looking at the overall energy. We're looking at, how does somebody treat you? How does it feel to be with somebody? Spirit, please share with me. You've waited for this. A spontaneous gift. Oh, we've got a gift giver. I love that. Flowers and a surprise, a box with a big bow. We have a gift giver. Nice. Hugs from behind. We're affectionate. We love to touch each other and hug each other, and we're not afraid to hold hands in public, they just said. So they always grab your hand. Nice. I have date night in. We love to be alone. We like to do things alone. They did just use the word chef to me, but I don't think either one of you are chef, but I feel like it's almost a game that we could have certain recipes that we're really good at, and teasingly you're like, okay, chef, you're in charge tonight. You cook, I'll clean. But it's a feeling of, what? We could spend $100 going out to eat, or we could buy all the greatest ingredients and cook it at home for a lot less. And how hard can it be? One or two of us can cook pretty decently. So I feel like that we tend to do that more often, just because it makes sense. Spirit, please share with me. I have steamy showers. Okay. Hot sex. Nice. Spirit, please share with me. I have lunch dates. That felt like I meet you in the middle of your day. Maybe one person works at home and another person has to go into work. And every once in a while we say, well, let's meet for lunch, and let's go out for lunch, and I don't know, we get a sub. It's not a big deal, but it gets the one person who works out of the house. And it's the person who works in the office has something to look forward to, that, oh, I'm going to go have lunch with my person today. And it just kind of breaks up their day. So I feel like it's something like that. We don't do it all the time, like every day, but every once in a while. And it just is kind of fun. You still feel like, everything is new, they're saying. And I have flirty texts. So this person sends you notes, love notes, messages, love messages, little love messages. What's the bottom of my deck? May I have her hand? So they actually will go a little bit old-fashioned there. If you are going to get married, they go to your father, your mother, both parents, and say, I want to marry your daughter, your son, and can I have your approval? Can I before I ask my person, I want your approval. Gorgeous. I have this month. There's that big moon. very much a feeling of looking at the moon together. Looking at the moon, looking at the stars. Feeling of believing in astrology. Nice. This month, we're going to meet. I have August. That feels like a birthday month. Leo. I have June. It's not that far away. I have July. This could be a really exciting summer. Those waves coming in, waves of emotion, and then also the June with this fields of lavender. I love that. They're saying next full moon, bottom of the deck. So we'll keep that. And let's see what the loving messages are. Spirit, please share with me, what loving messages do you need us to know? What is it that you need us to know? I find parts of you in my favorite songs. I hear you. I hear, that's so true though. You listen to the radio and, you know, something just brings tears to your eyes in a good way when you're in love, you know, like something pops into your head and you're like, I'm so in love with my person. You're like, what the heck is wrong with me? You know, like I'm crying because I'm happy. I'm crying because this person loves me. Yeah, good stuff. My intuition tells me to take things slow. That's okay. I'd rather you take things slow and really get to know each other and really trust each other so that you don't feel like you second guessed it or you rushed into something. So you both can take it slow, whatever pace you want, Spirit's saying. I love hearing stories from your past. I love hearing about your childhood. I want to hear all the little girl stories, all the little boy stories that your family shares, like things that you did as a kid, pictures of you. I love to see pictures of you when you were a kid. Almost this feeling of you look exactly the same, but bigger. Some people are, it's so funny. You see their picture, they're like 2 years old and it's like a cookie cutter, but they're 40 and they look exactly the same. So this person, baby pictures, you can tell it's them from a mile away. So they haven't changed. That's going to be so cute. With you, I want to experience the good, the bad, and the unpredictable. I can handle it, is how that came in. I can handle it as long as you're by my side. I can handle anything. And I do believe that people who are truly in love and really care about each other, they can go through so much. People do go through so much, don't they? But as long as we stick together, we can make it work is really the message there. I think it's a beautiful connection. I think it's beautiful energy. And let's thank Spirit for these messages together. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you are new to my channel, I'm so grateful that you've been here. Hit that like, subscribe, ring the little bell. You guys know what to do. Thank you for the comments. I read them all. I appreciate them all. They really do keep me going. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. Also, please check out my second channel for some pick-a-card readings. I've been uploading those lately, and the description is... the link is in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'll see you guys all again in another love reading real soon.